Are you a literature lover? Are you tired of reading literature that does not resonate with our time? Do you have questions about literature? If so, welcome to the podcast My Two Cents Worth with Odilia Wakesho Mombore, the platform that discusses literature in relation to our times. I am uniquely Kenyan and relevantly African, hence my focus, African literature. This series is titled Gratefully More Knowledgeable, Yet Sadly More Fragile. Mental Health Awareness in African Literature Today. Part 1. Context. Trigger warning. Please listen till the end. You will definitely have food for thought. Let us settle in. Certainly, literature serves as both a mirror reflecting our contemporary struggles and a bridge connecting varied experiences across the globe. A good example herein is mental health awareness, which has become increasingly prominent globally. Hold up. Brief context. I recently had an interesting, compelling debate with my favorite intellectuals and my role models. As a matter of fact, they know themselves when they hear this. The debate is about the newly released Netflix documentary, The Menendez Brothers, and how it has sparked conversations around the evolving perceptions of mental health and its long-term effects. Of course, I can't reveal how the debate came to an end. A point for you, my dear literature lovers, to watch the documentary if you haven't. One thing for sure is that it left me thinking on how fragile our society has slowly become, and to what extent is this fragility going to have a lasting impact if we just sit and not even act in simplest ways, such as freely sharing, openly discussing our innermost devils, and stop the stigma on seeking therapy. And the common is debunking the myth that mental health is a Gen Z issue. Okay, I don't want to bore us with the historical context, studies and research on mental health. Instead, my prime focus is, of course, as a literature lover, is to chart and closely study how African literature books today have expressed concerns around mental health, both in characterization and the thematic concerns around it. As I conclude my preamble on the series, have a listen. Open quote. 1. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. 2. I feel like I'm in a spiral and I'm not sure how to stop it. 3. I was feeling like a total loser, like the world had set up a game and I wasn't even invited. 4. I just want to feel normal again. 5. Crazy is just a label and people use it like a badge of honor. End quote. These quotations have been picked from the novel It's Kind of a Funny Story by American author Ned Vizzini. Referencing from Wikipedia, the book was inspired by Vizzini's own brief hospitalization for depression in November 2004. Ned Vizzini later died by suicide on December 19, 2013. The book received recognition as a 2007 Best Book for Young Adults from the American Library Association. End quote. A quick overview. It's Kind of a Funny Story narrates the mental health struggles from the lens of a teenager. It follows the story of Craig Gleaner, a teenager who checks himself into a psychiatric hospital after contemplating suicide due to overwhelming pressure from school and life. During his stay, he encounters a diverse group of patients, forming meaningful relationships, learning about the importance of mental health, acceptance, and ultimately discovering a renewed sense of hope and the realization that life is worth living despite its challenges. Let me pause there because it's so sad that the author actually died by suicide. Next episode, we'll have close study on mental health awareness as reflected in African literature texts. That's all I have for you today. Kindly subscribe and share this podcast with your family and friends. Bye.